Last night's debate was closely contested between two presidential hopefuls. It seemed to be a very close call with no clear winner. Both candidates brought their A game, delivering passionate speeches and making clear their positions. They both had their points and rebuttals. The debate focused on the candidates' different agendas and visions for the future. Both had convincing arguments, and both made their case. As expected, each candidate had his own vision for how to improve the nation. The opposing sides engaged in a heated exchange of ideas. The discussion meandered between topics but returned to the same underlying point: how to create a better future for the nation. Supporters of each candidate were active on social media throughout the debate, proud of their candidates and trying to sway the audience. Ultimately, the outcome of the debate was unclear. Both candidates made strong arguments and gave powerful presentations. Who won it? It's hard to tell. It really was a tight race between two determined opponents. It really came down to the audience opinion. Although both sides presented their viewpoints, it was up to the audience to decide. Some say that the debate was a draw, as no one really seemed to come out on top. It was a close contest between two very capable candidates. Others say that the winner was determined by the strength of their respective arguments. Again, this opinion is up for debate. Who won last night's debate? The answer to that question is still unknown. It was too close to call, and both candidates were impressive. The debate featured a great exchange of ideas and spirited discussion. Both candidates had valid points, and the audience was engaged. It became apparent that the two candidates had vastly different visions for the future. It was up to the audience to decide which one would prevail. Many thought that the debate was ultimately inconclusive, as no clear winner emerged. Both candidates remained strong and focused on their respective goals. Ultimately, the polls will need to be studied to answer the question of who won the debate. The outcome appears to be in dispute. Last night's debate may be remembered as a draw between the two candidates. Neither side was able to gain an advantage over the other. Supporters of each candidate were passionate in their opinion, making it difficult to decide who won. Both presented their views skillfully. What was apparent was that both sides had very different approaches to the issues at hand. It was up to the audience to decide who emerged victorious. In the end, the debate ended in a draw, and the question of who won still remains a mystery. Both candidates showed strength and determination. The outcome of the debate may not be known until the poll numbers are released. Both candidates have dedicated supporters. It's hard to make a decisive judgment on who won last night's debate. Every opinion card was split between both sides. The audience's opinion will be the deciding factor in who ultimately wins the election. It's impossible to know at this stage who the real winner was. In the minds of many, the winner of last night's debate was inconclusive. Both candidates showed their expertise in their respective areas, but neither one came out on top. It was a tight race, as both the candidates put their best foot forward. It's clear that the audiences were divided in their opinion on who won.